any situation.
Certainly it wasn't here. The last time I came there, was it here? Okay. I couldn't remember clapping out there. You are still serving refreshment.
That's the beginning. It's already for Sangra wine. It was so elaborate. Have you celebrated Army Day or something? Hey, it
was taking a while. Okay, enough. Then you come and dilute it with water.
2 by day.
Funny enough, they use it even for writing civilian.
Yes.
Oh. The fourth commander, deputy fourth commander 1.
They are going forth.
Your correction. The outgoing post commander. The fourth commander is DFP1, the chief of staff, senior officers of ECOMOG High Command, commanding officers of the ECOMOG Brigade. I want to seize the opportunity to thank the outgoing commander for his farewell visit to our brigade. It is both with mixed feelings as he leaving us because he has taken us through and we've been able to achieve so much that at this time that leaving us, we feel that rather disappointed, but we are not in one way or the other because even though he's going away, his spirit and his support is still very much with us. And I want to assure the outgoing force commander that what you have started, what you have planted, you make sure it germinates and produce fruits. We are not going to disappoint you, and we're also going to cooperate with your successor so that he will achieve as much results as you have done here. And we wish you a happy tenure of successful office, your new appointment as the General Officer Commanding 2 Infantry Mechanized Division, Nigerian Army. We very much cherish your leadership, and we don't have words to express it. So at this juncture, I would like to present a token gift to the outgoing force commander so that wherever he may be, he will take a look at it and have a continuous memory of the ECOMOG Brigade. And also some of my commanding officers have so little gift. And in that wise, I will also give them that opportunity to present a gift to you. So, sir, on behalf of the gallant officers of ECOMOG Brigade, which has been so through your able, dynamic support, I hereby present this token gift to you so that you will not forget us and we will not forget you in the spirit. Sir.
Thank you very much. Let him finish the presentation so I can talk to the officers. I'm not compelling you, we don't have anything I want.
Just wish to say that you will have seen and experienced a commander and a leader. I wish you well in your next appointment. Thank you very much.
It's going to be a very, very prosperous new year to usher in the year 2000. So let everybody feel this. So,
Thank you very much. The DMC-1, the Chief of Staff, the Commander 15th Brigade, commanding officers, my staff officers, fellow officers, gentlemen. This is not supposed to be a happy occasion. And especially for me, I might be wearing a bold face smiling, but inside me, I'm not happy. And I'm not happy because my thought of leaving you at this particular point in time, I feel almost as if I'm abandoning you for the cause that we have plunged ourselves in. I have said this to the soldiers. Unfortunately, you were not on the parade, so I might just have to repeat what I said. My greatest desire was that having achieved the measure of success that we have achieved in Liberia, which has been reckoned with, which has been recognized by everybody, including even people that never thought Africans could do such a thing, I would have got the opportunity of leading the same caliber of officers and men to achieve the same success in Sierra Leone. And especially considering that the program in Sierra Leone is so short to terminate in April, I was going to give that opportunity without a new person coming to take over. But it has happened that is not going to be the case. From that point of view, I feel very disappointed. And inside me, I feel as if I'm letting you down. But being military officers, you can understand what deployment is. I have no reason to explain why I've been redeployed at this time. Maybe it's God's wish. So we take it to be that. But something I can tell you is that whatever success we have achieved in the mission area here in Liberia is not because of me as Victor Malu. It's because of everyone, the effort of everyone of you sitting here. And as a matter of fact, it's more because of you than those of us sitting on the high table here. A plan is just a plan if there's nobody to execute that plan. We sit down in the offices very comfortably and do the planning. You interpret and execute that plan on the ground. So your role in whatever we achieve is much more than just mere recognition. But in every setup, you have a chain of command, the head takes the commendation. I thought I should give that opportunity of letting you know that you are the reason for whatever we have achieved in this place. Your commitment your dedication, your determination, despite all the odds we went through, all the insults we have received from the same people that we came to serve. You have endured and gotten to this point. By some stroke of chance, I'm called upon very often to talk at venues. And in each of them, the question asked is, why we thought we succeeded here as against other organizations, particularly with respect to UN operations. And I told them the reason is simple. We are from very poor countries. We came here with one understanding. We have nothing to benefit. None of us here is going back to their home richer than they were when they were coming here. Certainly not the troops from Nigeria. I don't know what allowances you pay can have. But you cannot live on $5 a day and go back to your country rich. You cannot say the same on UN operations. Some of you have taken part, so you know what it is. So we had a commitment here to do a job we were given within that specified time. And we have done that job. The credit is yours. I want to commend you publicly for that. We would have been preparing ourselves to leave for our various countries by the end of this month or first week in February, if we didn't have a problem in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, which has now mandated the extension of, which has now warranted the extension of our mandate into Sierra Leone. I can assure you that the job in Sierra Leone can done as efficiently as the difficult job we did here in Liberia. As officers, I don't need to tell you, but you can also analyze things on your own and interpret and see why it will be easier. The crisis in Liberia lasted for as long as it did, firstly because of lack of cooperation among the ECOWAS member states. Very many of the members of the ECOWAS were pursuing a program differently from the majority of the member states of the ECOWAS. I don't need to go into the history of our operation. But if you remember, at a certain time in this operation, we brought in troops even from East Africa to satisfy the yearnings of some people that the force was too overloaded by troops of other English-speaking country, French-speaking country, a particular country, and so on and so forth. All those tests, all those experiments failed. We made up our mind that we had a program to implement the last Abuja agreement. We looked at the timetable and we started following that program. The United Nations agencies tried to put obstacles in our way. We told them to go to hell. We were not as comfortable as they were. We had a time schedule within which to complete our assignment. We damned them. They couldn't go away. They had to work alongside with us to have achieved that success. This is the main reason why everybody in any part of the world is anxious to know how ECOMOG achieved the feat in this place. Yours sincerely here is almost becoming a consultant. Everybody wants us to go and share our experience. How did we do it? And I tell them we did it because we had that understanding. We came from 10 different backgrounds. French speaking, English speaking, NATO doctrine, Warsaw doctrine that was developed at the backyard, but we all work together as a force. But as a commander, the most satisfying thing was that, unlike what is happening in some other places that you might not know, specifically with SADC, the South African War, Southern African Cooperation Development, they have also formed something like an ECOMOG. It has not actually done anything. But within its existence of less than 3 months, they are already having problems that cases, major dispute cases, have to be taken back to the countries where the troops come from. I'm in a comfortable position to say that that has not been the situation in ECOMOG. Having served here as the Chief of Staff, as the Director of Operations, as a contingent commander, coming back many years after to serve as the Force Commander, where I'm overseeing the whole command of the ECOMOG. I have every reason to feel proud of this outfit. So I'm leaving you with heavy heart, but I know that if you still make up your mind, like you've done in Liberia, the job in Sierra Leone is going to be achieved with the same measure of success and at no cost in life to anybody. At the last ministerial council meeting, all the ministers without exception agreed and recommended strongly to the heads of state and government of the ECOMOG that what is required is to beef up the strength of the ECOMOG so that we move into Sierra Leone so massively that nobody will dare ECOMOG. That is the simple solution. As long as we are in such a state, in such force level that nobody will dare us, they will not dare us, nobody will raise a finger, whether Johnny Pokroma likes us or not, whether Fodosanko is released or not. That's what we are working towards achieving, and that's what we are going to get. So I want you to extend this same type of cooperation, the same type of attitude, the same high level of standard of discipline. I want that extended to my successor who will be taking over from me. Tomorrow will be my final day to complete all my assignments here in the mission area. When I would have gone to talk to the troops in Sierra Leone, because by Saturday I'll be leaving the mission area. But I'll still be following the operations of the ECOMOG to the last day when you are leaving. This is something I've done maybe unconsciously. I left here in June of '93. There was no week I didn't talk to somebody in Liberia at my expense, because I was interested to know how the troops, the officers I left behind were doing. I didn't get the true picture of what was happening, and at least I was in contact. This time, Abu will not dare tell me a lie, because he will come to work with me, and he know I can squeeze his balls. Joe having worked with me for 1 year, he knows he cannot tell me lies. So I believe that I'll be getting the correct picture of what is happening. And I think in the position I'm going to be, at least from the Nigerian point of view, I should be in the position to assist in the operations in Sierra Leone as much as possible. Having been so committed, having suffered along with you, I think I'm in a position to talk to the authorities on some of your requirements, even without my being the post commander of the ECOMOG. On that note, I want to wish you a very happy new year, a very successful operation in Sierra Leone, and I hope the commander of ECOMOG will invite me when you will be leaving Sierra Leone in April, so that we can come and exchange our addresses, our telephones, and remain in contact so that we behave like a family. The meeting I attended is in Lome. Unfortunately, I have not had the opportunity or even briefing the High Command of the ECOMOG. It was to consider retaining ECOMOG as a force for the sub-region. The Americans have come up with an idea of establishing an African Crisis Response Initiative. The French have come with something with a funnier acronym. It's only in French that you can understand it. We are saying we don't need all that. We have had 7 years of practical experience. We have lost our lives in this area. We have gone from peacekeeping to peace enforcement. There's no aspect of peacekeeping duty that we have not undertaken. We have handled refugees. We have handled displaced persons. We have even gone beyond what is entailed in standard operations of the UN. What we need is the logistics from the international community, since we come from very poor countries. Once we get that, we can do this job anywhere else. That logistics, I believe we are going to get when we get into Sierra Leone. And the reason we are going to get everything we need is because of the success we have achieved here. I want you to continue on the same principle of what you're doing here. Cooperate with my successor, cooperate with the higher command of the ECOMOG, and the rest.